Hello, what is good? So I wanted to show you a bit of an example today on how you can grow your crypto portfolio or stock portfolio by using rebalancing. So by weighing up how much one asset is going to go up versus how much another asset is going to go up. So on this example, let's get rid of this thing here. So on this example, you want to pick a couple of assets that you are already interested in. So for this bull run, I'm looking at stuff in AI, AI machine learning. So I'm a big fan of Kaspa, Tau, some gaming stuff like Miria. But let's say you're just a massive fan of Kaspa, for instance, and you're watching Kaspa on your chart here. Kaspa's going along, it's going up, goes down, comes up again. So it hits a level here, like a resistance level, and you think, okay, this is going to come down a bit. So you can either do the sidestepping that I've been doing, jumping in and out of the market. So you sell out here. Let's say you've got 100 tokens, so you've got, let's say you had 50 here, goes up, you double it, goes to 100 here, then you sell the 100, price comes down a bit to another previous level, say, which would be like there, and you think, okay, I'm going to get back in again. Now you've got extra money, so halfway between there, so now you've got, that's a plus. Now you're going to buy in again, it's with the same money, but now you've got 125 tokens. Goes up again, you've got 125, sell that, comes down again, same again, and then buy in again, 150, and at some point it'll break out, and you'll either have sold there, and it'll go up and get buy back in the top, or it'll happen overnight or something, and you won't notice it, and you'll be right, you're in plenty of profit. So that's one option. But once if you're not 100% sure, thinking, well, if I sell here and it goes down, great, but if I sell here and it goes up, then I don't have to be sat in USD here, just sat in dollars, USDT, because that's just going to stay flat. So your account, say it's worth $1,000, that's just going to stay flat while the price of Kaspa is going up against you. So a good way to do it is to rebalance. So if you I like Ethereum as like a kind of an insurance or a bit of a hedge. So we've got ETH here on this side. So let's say the Ethereum chart is looking like that's going up and down, starting to go down. Let's say it pulled back to say a line like this or something. So you can go, okay, Kaspa is at the top of this chart, so that's likely to go down. So we're going to sell there, but instead of just going in USDT, and it could go either way, but you think it's more likely to go down, but it could go up. So instead of going into USDT, you look at a similar asset that's safer, like maybe like Ethereum is just hitting support at the same time. So instead of just sidestepping into USDT, you can sidestep into ETH, and then you buy ETH here. Let's say ETH is at $1,000. You're selling out here. You got $1,000, and then you're sat on the sidelines with your $1,000. Let's say this goes up 25% while you're waiting for this one. You're waiting for Kaspa to come down. That's coming down 25%, and this is going up 25%. So when Kaspa over here, when Kaspa is now in the buy zone again, you don't have, say you start with 100 here, and then you get to the bottom, and now you can get 125 tokens. Let's say that 100 tokens is worth $1,000. You'd get back down here, you still have $1,000, but you'd be able to buy more tokens. But by doing it this way, on ETH, you could get a 25% uplift on your ETH. So then come back over here, and then you're buying $1,250 worth of tokens, which is 25% extra. So you've made 25% extra tokens, and you've also made another 25% extra because your tokens that you're buying, which is Kaspa, has gone down in value. So if you time it right, so this is a massive seesaw. What do they call it? Teeter top, do they call it in the US? So your Kaspa, you sell at the top, Kaspa's going down, but your Ethereum price is going up. So when this drops down, so that's going to drop down 25%. You're in, instead of being in cash, you're in ETH, and it's going to go up 25%. So instead of just making a 25% uplift, you can make a 50% uplift. So this is just a great way. And if you've got two different, let's say like AI coins, let's say you like AI coins and gaming, this could be okay, Kaspa on this side, and like Myria on this side, or swap this out to whatever is a good position in the charts, which will give you the most return. So let's try and find, let's move this out of the way. Let's have a look at the charts and see what the charts look like on. Here we go. So with this Kaspa chart I'm looking at the moment, bit of a mess this because I'm on the 4 hour and close up. These are all in and outs I've been doing. Just broke out, and I'm also in Tau, which has done very nice. I was just looking at this the other day. Got back in some more here. Did break support, so I sold out here, and I've just been growing the amount of Tau I've got. So I'm waiting for this to kind of move up to around a $600 level for Tau, and then maybe squeeze here, sell out a portion there, maybe not all of it. Another good thing about flip-flopping through it and rebalancing is you don't have to sell it all out. So say you're 100% in Tau, and it gets up to this range where you'd usually get out. I mean, this is price discovery for Tau, so it could just keep going up. But you could say, okay, I'm going to get out at this range because it looks like it's got support there, but I'm only going to get out 50% of the market, or 25%, 30%, or whatever you think is best for your portfolio. And then you could flip over into, let's say at the time that Tau is up at the top near 600, Kaspa's around here, then you go, okay, I'm going to take 40% of the Tau holding, flip it into this because it looks like it's going to go up, and it's going to break out of this wedge. So flip it over into here, and as this is going up, maybe the Tau is changing, but you can actually look at one versus the other. So if you go to your whatever it is you're going to do, so say you're going to do Kaspa versus Myria, let's say. So let's look at Myria, because everything is one versus the other. So Bitcoin is the price of Bitcoin versus USDT. So you're just changing that USDT value into versus a different thing. So Myria at the moment, I would say, is not a good idea to get into because you're coming up to this level here, somewhere around there, and then you've got a level at the bottom, perhaps somewhere around there. So this is at the top of the channel, so you don't want to be here. If anything, you had some Myria, you'd be selling it here, and if it went broke through, you'd get back in possibly. So you won't be looking to get back in around here really. But this is what you can do. You can do Kaspa. So let's get a cash chart, and then you go into here and just click in here and do divide by, // Myria or ETH or whatever it is you want to do, and click on that, and then press enter. Now this, instead of this being Kaspa in dollars, this is Kaspa against Myria. Now I've not done this before, so let's just have a look and see if anything can be done with it. Oops. So this is set. So it's Kaspa's your first symbol. So how is Kaspa performing against Myria? So let's put some trend lines in. So I've got this kind of level. and we've got interesting. We have got this kind of level, which is not far off a flat top compression, but it's in a falling market rather than a rising market. That would be interesting if it's the other way around. It's just a skip getting filled. That's thunder of metal. So if you're looking at this could be telling you, this is on the 4-hour mind, you could go out to 12-hour or daily if you want to do a bit more of a long-term play. But to me, if I look at this blind, I would say, okay, Kaspa has risen against the price of Miria recently, got to this level, and now it's coming down. Now it's likely to come down a bit further. It's already moved a bit, so it's a bit late, but it could come down, and this could be a level it reacts off and goes back up, or it could break down to this level and react up and squeeze to eventually possibly go down further, which means in this distance of time, this takes us to around about 11th of March, it could be that Kaspa is not going to perform as well as Miria. So we're here on this part of the chart, so if we had to be forced to trade now, which we shouldn't do, but for this example, if we were a bit higher up here, then you'd probably say it's a good idea to get into Miria, so flop some of your money over, if you're already in Kas, this is, flop some of your money over to Miria. Let's see what date this was when it was at the peak. So 8th of February, 12 o'clock, and we've got Miria, 8th of February. So that's actually worked out. Now I've not done this before, so this isn't like some setup, but this has actually worked out perfectly. So if you look here at the bottom, 8th of February, 12 o'clock is here. So at that timestamp, the price of Miria was here, and if we go back to the Kaspa and just change it on you, divided by Miria on the Q coin, you can do it on the MEXC if you wanted, and then enter. Should do it on the Q coin when I've already done it, shouldn't I? Ooh, let's go back again. Miria, Q coin, enter. Okay, so as of that time, which was 12 o'clock on the 8th, this is saying it's likely Kaspa will go down against Miria, and as you can see on the Miria chart, the Miria did start going up. So if you had 100% in Kaspa and you got to the top here, you could either go, it depends what weight you put on the percentage really is the big thing, but if you're a massive fan of Kaspa and you think it's going to moon, but you go, okay, well I'm going to take 40%, say 40 to 50% of my pot out, because it's going to drop 25% possibly on this chart. You could take so look on Kas. So Kaspa's here. Eight at 12 o'clock. Let's zoom right in. So on the 8th of Feb, 12 o'clock, which is here, which is where I actually sold by lots of things, yeah. So let's look at, so you sell, say 40% of your pot here, and it's going to drop 5% on here, which is fair enough, so that's really kind of your risk. And then on Miria, so 5% loss versus the 12 o'clock there, and you could have got, so that 40% you took out of the market that potentially could have dropped 5%, that 40% is actually going to make you 15%. So you make, say you got $1,000 or $10,000, you take 40% out, so take 4 grand out, and that 4 grand you invest into Miria, and that 4 grand makes you 15%. And then you've got your 4 grand plus your 15%, which is for an extra $600. So then you go back into Kaspa with 4,600 instead of 4,000, and your Kaspa doesn't go down, it goes up for the 40% they've taken out. So I hope that long-winded, convoluted noise that just fell out of my mouth, that makes sense. So the basic principle is you're looking to just look on this seesaw of what's going up versus what's going down, and jump in and out by rebalancing your portfolio, and try and jump into the ones that are safer and that are going to give you more return, but while still leaving you the majority of exposure to the coins that you think are going to move. It's just about squeezing a bit more out of your portfolio every time. And if you want to see what this amazing brain dump is, there is a video somewhere. This is how you can create a system where you've got your business that goes out and creates money. You just skim it off. The profits get skimmed off, rolled up, and put into another company which does all your crypto trading, which creates all your profits, and your profits go back into your business, which create more money, and around it goes, and you end up getting the stuff you want, like whatever that is, farm, commercial buildings, income, set for life type stuff. But yeah, so I hope that makes sense. Thought that'd all disappeared then for a minute. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, and hopefully that will be of some use for you, and I'll do some more videos soon. Sorry it's been a while. Have fun, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. See you later.